I answered a phone call from myself at 3 a.m. My name is Jake. I live in a small apartment in Chicago, nothing fancy, just me, my cat Milo, and my work-from-home job in IT. I don't usually share personal stuff online, but this is something I can't keep to myself. It started 2 nights ago. I was up late working on a project when my phone rang. It was weird because I rarely get calls that late. But what made it worse was the caller ID. It was my number. I froze, staring at the screen. A part of me wanted to ignore it, but I couldn't. I answered. "Hello?" I said, my voice shaky. There was silence at first, then static, and then my voice. It sounded exactly like me but distant and frantic. "You have to listen to me," the voice said. "Don't stay in your apartment tomorrow night. Please. Just leave." I couldn't even respond before the call cut off. I stared at my phone for what felt like hours, trying to convince myself it was some kind of prank. The next day, I couldn't shake the unease. I told a friend about it, and they laughed, saying I must have been half asleep. But when I checked my call log, the number was there, my number, listed as both the caller and receiver. That night, I stayed awake, just in case. Around 2:45 a.m. the atmosphere in my apartment shifted. The air felt heavier, like it was pressing down on me. Then came the noises, soft at first, like footsteps above me. But I live on the top floor. The footsteps got louder, then turned into scratching sounds along the walls. I was about to grab my phone to call someone when it rang again. My number. I answered without thinking, and the same voice screamed through the static, "Why didn't you leave?" The line went dead, and suddenly, the scratching stopped. The silence was deafening. I was too scared to move, let alone leave. I barely slept, and when morning came, I found scratches on my front door, deep and jagged, like something was trying to get in. Last night, I stayed at a friend's place. Around 3 a.m. my phone rang again. This time, I didn't answer. When I woke up, there was a voicemail. It was my voice again, calmer but colder. "You didn't listen. Now it's too late." When I got back to my apartment this morning, the door was wide open. Everything was gone, furniture, clothes, even the wallpaper. My apartment was stripped bare, like I'd never lived there. Now I don't know where to go. The calls haven't stopped. Every night at 3 a.m. my number shows up, and I know it's only a matter of time before I answer again. If you ever see your own number calling, don't pick up.